The Fantasy Footballer Studio is sponsored by Walmart. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in. Andy, Mike, and Jay Grizz.
Jay Grizz. It's been a while since I've seen him.
It has been a while. He hasn't made an appearance in quite some time. Now, does he inherit Jason's toilet trophy?
Does a bear crap in the woods?
Welcome in Friday, October 3rd. Mike, Wright, Andy, Holloway, we're here. We've got a show. More matchups to dive into. Week 5.
Jason played the Rams DST everywhere.
Hey, played him against you.
And so he's like,
played him against me.
I'm out.
I wonder if he can do one thing every day to get himself tilted. Because there's been, Wednesday was the neighbors trade in the middle of the show that he was very thrown off kilter about. But no Jason today. He's quit the podcast. He's done. He said he's
done for today.
Just for today. Yeah. But we've got a great show. We've got matchup previews, fantasy face-off, which, he doesn't have to spin the wheel of shame.
No,
so
he doesn't.
He could take the day off. You do.
I do. Man, that's a bummer.
Not a great feeling because you went 3 for 4.
It doesn't feel the worst,
right?
I guess because
what was the one you missed?
Jordan Mason, because that game got.
What did you have?
He was just
yardage.
Yeah, he was short of his rushing yardage.
Yeah,
the game script got out of control. But I mean, between the three of us, 11 of 12 on those Prize Picks projections for the face-off is pretty good.
Yeah, Jason took his winnings and he just took off. He took off. We got a lot going on. We got a Thursday night football game. You talked about the Rams defense. 49ers win it in overtime, 26-23.
That was a very fun game.
Yeah, and you got another big fantasy performance from Matthew Stafford, 2 in a row.
Seriously.
389 and 3. Kyron had a great fantasy football day, 8 for 66 through the air.
Who tweeted that out? Was that Yahoo?
Touchdowns. Yeah, there was a tweet.
That was just...
Yeah, happy guy on one side of the bus, sad guy on the other side of the bus, and the happy guy's the Kyron fantasy managers and the sad guy's Kyron because he had the devastating fumble on the goal line. He had the 4th down stuff in overtime, although we can blame Sean McVay for the call.
Oh, I 100% do.
And he does too. He blamed himself.
He knows.
Yeah. I mean, Puka kept doing what he always does, 10 for 85, 5 for 88 for Devontae Adams. We had the Kendrick Bourne experience on the 49ers side.
Dude,
it wasn't DeMarcus Robinson.
I had DeMarcus Robinson in the listener league. That's a 14-teamer, and my team, I had to find someone to play, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
it was Kendrick Bourne. It was bittersweet because if you followed the show for a length of time, I've always had a soft spot for Kendrick Bourne.
There are certain players that when they're given opportunities, they always perform.
And he's just not last week, Kendrick Bourne.
That's fair. He dropped that pass.
Drop Bourne.
But he's, DeMarcus Robinson had a touchdown opportunity. He ended up out of bounds on it. But it was the Kendrick Bourne show, the Christian McCaffrey show, per usual. Still not really efficient or effective on the ground.
The run blocking.
It's 5 weeks for them, and they haven't had a breakaway run. He doesn't have that opportunity to get into the second level.
For the 49ers is horrific. It is. Their pass blocking is actually okay, and it's always interesting to me. You're like, how can a unit of the same guys be good at pass blocking, not run blocking? But it is 2 different skill sets. And
you see this 0 rushing touchdowns in 5 weeks for the 49ers.
Well, Shanahan didn't help that when they got down to the 2, and they're like, all right, 2nd down, it's the trick play to Juice. Everyone knows it's going to happen, and then throwing. And
maybe he's like, this McCaffrey guy can't get a rushing touchdown. I'm going to try something else. So, no, it was a wild game. I don't think a lot of people gave the 49ers a chance with all the injuries.
No,
and
speaking of
Mac
injuries,
Jones, 342 and 2.
And 4 season-ending injuries
in one game.
Yeah.
Including some dry heaving.
Yeah. Yeah, he got. I don't know if he got hit in the groin or in the tum-tum, but one of them was he came off and it was like, is he puking?
Yeah, it was.
And he was, and then you had the calf where he goes down and does not move for minutes.
Yeah, we had debates on whether he's a dog or a cat.
Yeah, my Twitter was full of it. Of like, is Mac Jones officially a dog? And I'm like, I think so. I don't.
Yeah.
You don't want to totally discredit someone.
Well, he's had the historical, like a lot of people would have gotten surgery for this. I didn't.
Yes.
Al Borland said he thinks he's an actor.
Well, it's the thing is when you go down like that and you're grabbing your calf, like, I mean, at first, I bet everyone watching that in the fantasy community went, oh my gosh, he tore his Achilles. And that was not the case. He gets up and he jogs off at full strength.
Got some Paul Pierce in there.
That's what I mean of when you take that many shots and then you just look like you're full mobile. Maybe he just is that much of a dog.
I'm choosing to give him 100% credit, 0% criticism for last night because
I will go 70%.
Okay, he goes on the road. He's
a dog
he's
for
definitely
winning.
Playing through injury. He's got a brace on the knee.
Yes.
He faces this Rams defense that Jason's talked about a lot. I mean, clearly Jason talked about him in a more positive sense than anybody else because he played him everywhere. And he goes out there with a bunch of backups and wins the ball game. So I just thought it was, it's very similar to Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell with a backup quarterback, Kyle Shanahan forever with backup quarterbacks. They're all functional.
Yeah.
They all get it done. In fact, I think it didn't even did Dobbs play for both of them at one point?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean it's like
that was the big question about Brock Purdy, who I think is a very good quarterback.
Whether it was system or
but it's like
what does that say about Trey Lance?
Oh God. I was gonna say, what does it say about Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
That Mac Jones could have been on that Jags team.
Yeah.
And at least giving us fantasy value for. I know the Jags are winning, so
no, there's a good
but
argument.
They're not helping our fantasy teams.
Yeah. All right, it's Friday.
Footclan Friday.
Also, I just wrote the last thing of the. A couple people before the game were messaging like, "Hey, why not Brian Robinson? Don't you think?" With the lack of receiving and not wanting to run McCaffrey into the ground on a short week, it's like, I'm not interested in Brian Robinson. And 22 carries and 9 targets for Christian McCaffrey.
Just somebody asked this morning, do you trade him before he breaks? And I'm like, I just said, just ride it.
I mean,
you ride it. You got your chance. I mean, what if he scores? Goodness sakes.
Yes.
All right. Our Footclan Friday winner this week. Every Friday we give $100 away to fantasychamps.com for some sweet championship swag. This week's winner, Matthew 49234.
24601.
Congratulations, Matthew, on the $100. All right, let's talk news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
They did come out and say officially Brock Purdy had a turf toe setback in week 4, could miss additional games. They seem in good hands with Mac Jones at this point.
As long as he's healthy. I mean, he's got a longer rest.
Yes.
And he's going to have reinforcements. The news on Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings, positive for returning week 6. And our hero, George Kittle, may be back next week.
Yeah, that's you got to be excited about that for one of your teams.
So excited for that.
Yep. So we will. They get some extra time off, like you said. Michael Pittman added to the injury report yesterday due to a hamstring injury.
Yoo-hoo. That's not good.
Officially limited or listed as limited. No, it's not good.
The Thursday injuries are always bad news. A hamstring.
You know who's got him?
What, Jason? Yeah. Yeah. He. Because we share, in the work chat, making sure everyone's up to date on all the injuries and everything. He did not respond positively when I shared that.
Oh, did he respond to that?
Yeah.
I did.
I will not share his response on this podcast.
Yeah, he's letting them fly. All right. We have news. Brock Bowers didn't practice after being limited on Wednesday. Now he's not practicing.
Also very scary.
That seems what's wild is in our chopped league, our guillotine league.
Yeah.
2 teams with Brock Bowers have been cut already. A bunch of money spent on him again this week, and he's just not healthy.
Yeah, I said I.
And they're pushing him through the injury, and maybe that's not the best call.
I have comped Brock Bowers for that league to the Ring, where everyone is
whoever has Brock Bowers,
you better find someone to watch that video, or you're in big trouble.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm just trying to find this Jason response. Okay, we have Lamar Jackson not practicing. He's probably not going to play. Juwan Johnson returned to a limited practice.
Okay, that's good.
Had a down week last week. Miles Sanders didn't practice again. Jaden Blue will make his debut.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey,
Switch?
It's okay.
Switch?
It's a Friday.
Terry McLaurin has been ruled out for the Commanders. We had official news. So yesterday on the show, I said Debo's back at practice.
Well, he was spotted at practice,
which I mentioned that he was back. It was Ian Rappaport. And then later on, he was officially listed as did not practice. Some people from Commanders camp said he looked good, playing on the sideline. I mean, I don't know. He's still up in the air because he didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday. Heel injury is what's listed. Calvin Ridley not practicing. He had been banged up. That's why the snap count was low. And Bucky Irving officially not expected to play and may miss more than 1 week, which means Sean Tucker, Rashad White, welcome to the party.
Absolutely. And then Chuba Hubbard did not practice again.
Oh, my gosh, yes. How do we not mention that?
Rico
Dowdle should be starting.
Rico Dowdle will be a decent volume start. We'll see, if the other ETN can get more involved for the Carolina Panthers. But for now, Rico should be picked up. The Hubbard injury is considered week to week. Team does not plan to put him on the IR, but it might be a 2-week absence here where you get Rico Dowdle as a fill-in.
Was it old Mother Hubbard that lived in the shoe? Or is that a separate story? Who lives in the shoe?
There was an old lady.
Old lady.
Old Mother Hubbard did something with her cupboard.
We can't confirm nor deny if it's the same old lady. It might be.
Thank you, Al. But he jumped in
Kyle on it.
All these opportunities to jump in on the show and contribute. But nursery rhymes, he was all about it. You had it on lock over there.
I got nothing on you guys when it comes to fantasy football analysis.
Yeah,
you're nursery rhymes. I could school you.
Picking your spots. Cannot confirm.
Don't get me started on little Jack Horner.
There could be cupboards in that shoe. That's all I'm saying. All right, that was News and Notes sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
We just got a photo of Old Mother Hubbard's cottage.
Oh.
That is rumored to be where the rhyme, and it is confirmed, not a shoe.
It's not a shoe. I don't think the shoe layout is conducive to
living?
Standard living.
How high is the toe box? If it's at least, 7
you're saying
feet,
the toe box, so you want like 7 feet, that's 90 ceilings. You want like a 9-foot ceiling.
Of course I want it. I'm just saying that when you live in a shoe,
there's just a lot of
options.
You have a second story, but it's not the entire footprint of the house.
Yeah, it's very skinny.
Yeah. Are there laces on the shoe houses?
Well, otherwise it would be just open and exposed to the world.
Oh, it's more like, okay, it's held closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
More. It was
we should
an old
stop
woman.
talking.
Okay.
All right, into the forecast.
Fantasy Forecast, presented by Prize Picks.
I don't know why we're talking about it. Al could probably come out with his own podcast. We had matchups yesterday: Vikings, Browns, Raiders, Colts, Giants, Saints, Cowboys, Jets, Broncos, Eagles, Dolphins, Panthers, Texans, Ravens. Covered them all yesterday. If you want to listen to yesterday's show, we'll break them down. Or we did break them down. Today we have 6 more matchups to cover, and then we'll get into the fantasy face-off as well. The Tennessee Titans at 0-4, who have looked, I think hapless is a good word to describe their offense.
It's not going well.
They take on the Arizona Cardinals, who are 2-2, coming off of 2 close losses. Vegas line, Arizona minus 7.5, the over-under. 41.5. So we got a couple number 1 overall picks here. Kyler Murray. The record after 7 seasons for Kyler Murray, 38-47-1. There's 1 season where he won more than 8 games. So,
yeah, there was 1 year where it looked like he could win the MVP, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, they started like 7-0 that year. Yeah. Well, if you look at the entire list of quarterbacks since 2000 with a completion percentage lower than 52% and less than 10 yards per completion through their first 4 career starts. There's one name on the list. It's Cam Ward.
Man.
He's taken 17 sacks. It's not been good for the Tennessee offense. He has really, I mean, if you saw the press conference with him, can't repeat it. But he had strong words about how the team's playing, and it's strong word.
Just real quick on the long term, like, how does this team not clear house at the end?
They have to.
Like and then now it's Cam Ward, who had a bad rookie season, having to learn a brand new offense in year 2.
Brian Callahan like 1-17 or something?
Yeah,
his press conferences look like it's like the presidential thing where you started with joy in your face
right.
and then you come out with a gaunt face and sadness.
Just saying of like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be an uphill climb for Cam Ward.
Yeah, it does seem that way a little bit. So love to see him get going. But we have a matchup also of Tony Pollard and the 3rd and 4th string Cardinal running backs, Michael Carter and Amari DiMercato. Tons of discussion about them. Whoever you signed in free agency, you are making the case of why that player is the better player to have. To me, it's Michael Carter on early downs, Amari DiMercato on 3rd downs and 2-minute drill.
Michael Carter profiles as the goal line back.
And in a game like this, where the Titans are 29th against opposing running backs and the Cardinals are favored by 7.5, you would expect there to be some salting the game away time, some running game success. If I had to choose between them for this week alone, it would be Michael Carter.
Agree. That's what I would do.
Is DiMercato a flex play this week, or is he outside of that realm? Would you go Rico Dowdle?
I would play Dowdle.
Yeah,
I think I'd go
Sean
Dowdle
Tucker over
both.
him.
Yeah.
So I am curious to see how Marvin Harrison Jr. follows up the redemption game, where he started off looking terrible. His story has always been, if he scores, you're happy. If he doesn't score, you're very sad.
Yep, but good matchup at home. I'd play him.
Yeah, I think Kyler, he hasn't finished in the top 15. I think he does that this week. I have a good feeling about Kyler this week against Tennessee. The running game for Arizona, whether it's Carter or DiMercato, not as much success as they would have had with Benson or Connor. So I think the running game, running through the air, as we say, in the screen game, that'll benefit Kyler. On the other side, Calvin Ridley, you can't play him. Io Manor, you can't play him.
No.
Unless you're desperate bye week, 2 flex leagues.
Tony Pollard is still fine.
Yeah, he is. That is the best compliment you can pay a man on an 0-4 team right now.
He's doing his best, everybody.
He really is.
And we've had the targets the past couple of weeks, so he's a fine start as like a fringe RB2.
All right, we get another battle of the same draft class quarterbacks here. Tampa Bay at 3-1, Seattle 3-1. Vegas line Seattle minus 3.5. Over-unders 44.5. Mr. Sam Darnold, Mr. Baker Mayfield, former Panther greats.
Yeah. Whoops.
I mean, they probably should have kept one of those guys.
No, because we wouldn't have this.
Oh my gosh! So they asked, I think they asked Baker if he and Darnold reminisce about the good old days in Carolina. He said, "Reminisce about what days?" And then he said, "No, we don't."
But I mean, they should have a shared trauma.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe that brought them closer together. But like, dude, this sucks.
Did you see Baker came out and he said it was really personal when he beat Steve Wilkes and company in one of their matchups, because Wilkes was the head coach in Carolina, he was the head coach, I think, when they let Baker go.
Okay.
And so Baker took that personally, and then Steve Wilkes came out and he said he was an interim head coach at the time, and Steve Wilkes is like, yeah, I heard that, and he's like, I don't think I had any say over personnel decisions. He said, if I did, we wouldn't have traded Christian McCaffrey. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's a good point. But in this game, Baker will not have Bucky Irving, who had been so valuable in moving this offense along. They won't have Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Godwin, it was 10 targets, 3 receptions, still getting his feet under him. Where are you with this offense altogether? Like Baker in particular, no Bucky, no Evans. That scared me. I'll be honest, that frightened me a little bit. I didn't expect lasers.
No.
The lasers would be going to Ibuka and Godwin and Sean Tucker and Rashad White. So what's the vibe?
I mean, vibe is just that the Bucs and Baker have proven that they will overcome things. Baker is apparently just that good. because the matchup for like the quarterback, Seahawks against the quarterback position, 11th right now, second against wide receivers. It's not going to stop me from playing Baker or Ibuka. Chris Godwin, I'm focusing on the targets. That there was 10 of them, and it was his first game back. Only caught 3 of them. So when you look at the box score and you're upset that you played Godwin, or you're upset he's on your bench and you're like, he didn't do anything. 10 targets is pretty awesome in your first game back.
They are underdogs, so it profiles to be a game where they may have to throw the football quite a bit. That's the one area Seattle's been really good against, is the wide receiver position. Number 2, only giving up 18.5 fantasy points a game. Rachaad White, let's do some start-sit with Rachaad White or Rico Dowdle.
Ooh. I'd go Rachaad.
What about Woody Marks, my start of the week? If it's your team, you got Woody Marks against Baltimore, they've struggled, or the platoon with White.
That's really tough. I might go Woody. The hard thing to know is how will they split it up? Because Rachaad White has been a workhorse for this team, but it's like the Amari DiMercato thing of he kind of has his role in the offense, and now we project Michael Carter to kind of step over him and take the early down role. So it's possible that ends up being Sean Tucker. That's the fear.
Tucker is not, like, the question of is he too risky? Like, I think Tucker gets work.
Oh, I do too.
I think Tucker's still a more desperate flex play, but you're in a bye week. You have no Josh Jacobs. You have no DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
You have no Bijan. I could see a shot there.
I'd play Rico over Tucker.
Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet. The dance continues for the Seahawks.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is the upside play, and Charbs,
he's the downside play.
Yes. Yeah, he's a basement play. You just cross your fingers and hope that he gets a touchdown.
JSN is an auto lock start, and we're just watching Kupp and Horton at this point.
Yeah.
We'll see if Elijah Arroyo gets more opportunities in the passing game. Barner scored the touchdown last week, and, Darnold's been playing well, completing 70% of his passes, not turning the ball over. He's starting to enter the streaming conversation in certain matchups.
Absolutely.
Would you play Darnold over Kyler?
My rankings say I wouldn't, but my heart says I might do that.
I don't like that. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with some more matchups.
Lowe's knows Sundays are for football, so tackle your home improvement projects by Saturday and earn your Sunday with great deals on Cobalt power tools, Pit Boss grills, LG appliances, and more. Then, once your to-do list is done, get ready to kick back, relax, and enjoy the game. Shop in-store or online now and earn your Sunday with help from Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Oh, this will be pretty. Detroit 3-1 taking on the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati.
It's going to be pretty for my DST.
Yeah, the Vegas line here, Detroit -10 on the road. So you're on the road, you're 10-point favorites. The over-under is 49.5. That gives the Lions almost 30 points, the highest implied point total of the week. The Bengals offense is ruining fantasy football lives at this point.
Yeah.
Chase, Higgins, Chase Brown. I mean, we haven't mentioned a tight end's name in Cincinnati all year, nor should we.
Well, Noah Fant will be back, everyone.
Oh, that'll fix it.
I was just letting you know the news.
You know what? If he can block, play offensive line, then sure, that could help. The Bengals have the lowest average time of possession in the entire NFL. So they not only are they not productive when they have the ball, they don't have the ball very much. 31st in yards per play, and yeah, it's not going to be good.
How did they get this schedule?
Well,
this is so rude.
Yeah. I mean, when they were 2-0 and the injury happened, it was very easy to look at this schedule and say they're going to lose the Minnesota game, lose the Denver game, lose the Detroit game. They'll lose next week against Green Bay. They'll lose against Pittsburgh. You want to have a game at home against the Jets, that's your next chance in Week 8. But what do you do, Mike? What do you do with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins? I had somebody offer me T. Higgins. I think we were talking yesterday. Maybe I mentioned it to you. It might have been on the Footcast, actually. Mm-hmm. And somebody had offered T. Higgins in a trade, and it's like the name, it hits you right away. It's like, oh, that's not so bad. I ended up turning the trade down. I just ended up walking away from it. It was like, I don't know if T. Higgins is what if at any point this year he's going to be anything worthy of the name.
Well, will Jamar Chase?
No, it doesn't seem that way. Jamar Chase will have his games though, because he can make a play so good after the catch.
Where
like Chase is still in my lineup.
Okay, Jamar Chase or Keenan Allen.
Don't do this.
Yeah,
Chase. I'll play Chase.
Jamar or Zay Flowers.
I'll play Chase.
Jacoby.
Chase.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad you went to that tier. If Lamar was healthy, that might have been a different discussion with Zay Flowers.
Sure.
So Chase Brown, though, at this point, Chase Brown is somebody you keep playing, but he's not doing anything with it.
Yeah, he's
tons of opportunity.
I think he is an easier play because of the position and the volume he's getting than the wide receivers.
Dowdle, I'd play over him.
I'd play Dowdle.
JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, would you play him or Chase Brown? Is that your answer, or you just want to hit the button?
Well, you got to hit the button. You got to respect
the button.
Bill Krosky. Bill Krosky. I would. I'd play Chase Brown.
Okay.
I think.
Apparently, there was discussion in the office yesterday.
There was.
Michael Carter or Chase Brown. What was the decision on that one?
It was a shrug.
There's
we all just shrug, man. You can't start-sit decisions with the Bengals is impossible.
Look at this.
Yeah, 49ers doubt. He did. If there's a time to do it.
Yeah. It's when Mac Jones leads you to victory on Thursday night.
They are.
You love Mac Jones, right?
Yeah.
The 49ers are 3-0 against the division.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
speaking of schedules that worked out, they played great though.
Yeah, they did.
They did play great. They're well coached.
No more Bengals start-sit questions.
All right, Jahmyr Gibbs playing. Montgomery's Jason's start of the week. Amon-Ra, yep. I would play Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams is, you don't want him on your bench when it happens, and he has. Last week he had 7 opportunities for a long touchdown that didn't work out. I would hold on to Jameson Williams. It's coming. I truly believe that. Sam Laporta, he's in the T.J. Hawkinson world right now. Sam Laporta, if you need 5 points, no more, no less.
Of him. I still believe in Sam Laporta.
So, if you needed Sam Laporta, he'd be there for you. But right now, 4.1, 5.3, 5.4. So those of you with Sam Laporta right now, I wouldn't count on him winning your week.
It's like Hunter Henry.
Better than I would play Hunter.
Kincaid. I would play Kincaid.
Yep. Pitts. Obviously, he's on bye this week, but that's been the start. I'd play Waller. I'd play.
Oh wow, you'd go to Waller.
Yeah. I think Waller is. I was doing some more reading on Waller, and like it was a team instituted snap restriction.
Oh yeah,
and he's also been limited in practice. Same thing, team restricted. He has come out and said
it's the ramp.
He's like, I'm ready for more if the team's ready to give it to me. So we'll see if he gets 50+% of snaps or not. But yeah, I mean, Sam Laporta right now just doesn't offer you enough upside. That's how it feels.
I agree, but the 30-point implied team total is.
You want a piece of that?
You want guys in there.
Give me that.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild because it's like Jared Goff could legitimately have 5 touchdowns, and that's spread around to whoever. Jared Goff could have a single touchdown, and then Monty and Gibbs have 2 each again.
That makes them the tough team. Now, Amon-Ra will get his. That's the one thing that always happens. Yeah. The Commanders are 2-2. They take on the 3-1 Los Angeles Chargers, who were upset last week by the Giants. The Vegas line, Chargers -2.5. The over-under is 46.5. So the Chargers knocked out of the realm of the unbeaten last week. What are we left with? Philly's unbeaten, right? 4-0. Who else is undefeated?
I think that's. Wait,
I'm looking over
has the Bills lost?
The Bills haven't lost, have they?
Correct.
Is there anybody else? Is that the only 2 teams?
I believe so.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, so we got
Buffalo and Philly.
Yep, and
that's a little rare through 4 weeks to not have more undefeated.
And we have 3 winless teams.
Titans, Saints, and the Jets.
You got it.
Yeah. Why do I know those faster than I know the winners? Welcome to fantasy football.
We remember who let us down.
We do. We remember the birds are more powerful than the lucky wins. Sorry, not lucky wins. Skilled wins,
based.
Lucky losses.
Yes.
Or unlucky losses. Jaden Daniels returning in this game for the Commanders. it makes the game a lot more exciting. The Chargers are only 2.5-point home favorites in this one, but the injuries on the side of the Commanders, they do make you feel a little uncomfortable. No Terry McLaurin, Debo, the practice situation, we'll see. So, okay, if you want a DFS shot, Chris Moore is your DFS shot there. Second most routes run by the Commanders last week, believe it or not.
I do believe it.
Yeah. And you'd be like, who's Chris Moore? And it's like, I don't know. That's been he's done this so many different places. You remember Chris Moore had those games in Houston a few years ago where all of a sudden it was like, wait, why is that player doing something? Like he finished as wide receiver 10 in week 14 for Houston back in 2022. Mr. Necessary.
Yeah, I'm not
messing around.
No. There's like Luke McCaffrey.
Somehow, some way, we have 2 starts of the week from the same receiving core on the other side.
Yep.
Jason went with Ladd McConkey, then fled the country. Quentin Johnston was Mike's start of the week. What's funny is I was so surprised when he made Ladd McConkey the start of the week. Like, just, what are you doing?
Right.
If you do look deeper, there is some real compelling reasoning to why he might start to have some games. I mean, one thing we saw this morning, no receivers have faced more double coverage than Ladd McConkey and Keenan Allen. Hello, Cuge, getting the opportunity that he's had.
See, even the defenses still don't buy in. They're like, nah.
No, you can't do that.
We got 2 years of tape on Cuge. He can't do it.
Well, the old advice on defense with Cuge was let him try to catch the ball.
Exactly.
But the other argument is, like, McConkey's, the targets are there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's, again, Jason, Randall Moore, start of the week, Ladd McConkey.
Yeah.
Mike went with Cuge. And you have an offense here, Amari and Hampton, locked and loaded, top 10 back rest of the season. Maybe top 5. We'll see.
Could happen.
What's wild is the sentiment around Hampton was so negative through 2 weeks. He's now one of only 4 running backs to have 250-plus rushing yards and 100-plus receiving yards through 4 weeks of the season with Bijan, Jacobs, and Jonathan Taylor. So he's already, despite the limited work in the first couple weeks or limited success, he's in that great category. What do you do with the running backs on the other side?
Oh, man.
The matchup against the number 1 ranked rushing defense in football for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Chris Rodriguez.
That's why the start-sit question about Bill is so difficult. It was completely shared in week 4. Chris Rodriguez, 20 snaps. Bill Krosky, 20 snaps. Jeremy McNichols, 19 snaps.
I can tell you what I'm doing.
Oh, please
I have...
Because I'm just going to talk until you make me stop talking.
So I have Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He's not in my lineup this week.
Over...
Well,
or at under, I guess.
Right now, it's Jacoby Myers, but Debo is also in my lineup right now. And if Debo was ruled out, I would play Rico Dowdle before I'd play Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Okay,
so that's the way I feel. I want Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt on my team.
Yeah,
I do not necessarily want him in my lineup this week, or until I see more of an established. Like Jason made the point, he missed a lot of practice last week, so maybe that's why the breakdown wasn't the same. He is the number 1 on the depth chart. So there could be the breakout coming. He's averaging almost 6 a carry. But I'm willing to wait for it than write it unless I'm in a bye-week pinch.
Sure.
So he is start-worthy. You can look for a big play. That's the nice thing is sometimes you have players like Nick Chubb, the big play's not coming. Players like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, they can get you a 60-yard touchdown the day is made. In the shade. Zach Ertz.
Sure.
Zach Ertz, what do you think?
I mean, he's necessary, but...
It is nice to have Jaden Daniels back for Zach Ertz.
Yeah, so you had week 2, he had the 8 targets. Other than that, it's been pretty rough of, 26 yards, 38, 21. Well,
that was two Mariota games. That did concern me because they have that connection.
Yeah, he's startable. I mean, it's like Ertz or Hawkinson.
Jason?
Does it go all the way up
What do you think, Jay?
Does it go to Laporta for you, Andy? Or
I'll be honest.
There's so much
I think I got baited in that one. There's a Jay Grizz button that I hit.
It's supposed to just be a roar.
And it was supposed to be a roar.
And it's a song now.
Look. It is a roar. What did I hit?
I hit it.
Oh, you hit it? Oh, my gosh. That was messing with my mind. I'm like, I see. That was a smart plan. I thought you messed with
you
my.
could have just gaslit him so bad.
Oh, you could have. If you had messed with the roar button, that would have been a sweet plan. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, I mean, I might go to Laporta in that situation for sure.
Okay, what about like Brenton Strange?
I'd go Strange.
I would too.
The New England Patriots. This will be fun. Taking on the cold front Buffalo Bills, the other undefeated team. Buffalo 8.5-point home favorites. The over/under is 49.5. The New England Patriots trying to break through these basement dwelling days and into the middle to upper tier of the NFL. I don't think they'll do it here. I also just think that if I was playing against a team with such incredible jerseys as the Bills that they're playing in this week, like I would never wear the jersey of another team. Like
Right.
I just have this. That's just not something I can do as a Cardinal fan. This is close.
Ooh.
This one's close. Like if the Cardinals are out of the playoffs and Josh Allen's on my fantasy team, I'm wearing this Josh Allen jersey.
I can see that. But you need the whole fit.
Yeah, the helmet really helps it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, look, the Patriots, they have played the Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills pretty close over the years, even when they've struggled. Allen is just 7-6 against New England since being drafted.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Somehow he's averaged just a 58% completion percentage and 18 fantasy points against New England.
What?
You know, the Patriots will be up for this game. They will be. It's divisional. Mike Vrabel, they got it done last week in a dominating fashion. I do think that Buffalo, they're going to win the game, in my opinion. I don't see this as an upset. But Drake May's been getting it done. He's the only quarterback with 20-plus fantasy points in each of the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, he has been getting it done. 2 of those weeks, we saw 31 yards on the ground. He scored on the ground in that one, too. Then 45, 3 for 11 this past week on the ground, but he did get the rushing touchdown. So the prophecy of Drake May giving us a good baseline on the ground it's coming through.
James Cook was the offensive player of the month for both the NFL and your fantasy team.
James Cook is
cooking.
He is very good.
You know what's ironic is before he wanted the big money for being one of the best backs in the league, we were all like, well, you're not one of the best backs in the league, so why do you want that money? Now he got the money. Now he is the best back in the league.
I
feel
like the argument was you're not utilized. Where we felt
no, by us?
Yeah.
Oh, by us, yes. But I'm just saying from a skill perspective, I don't know if everybody thought that James Cook was a top 5 back. Like he wanted to get paid like that. And we're like, I think on the outset, I'm going, well, every running back thinks that. But he was right. That's all I'm saying is like he actually is credit to him for delivering post bag.
Sure.
Jason got the bag and look.
Yeah, he's out.
He's not even here.
No, he's a bear.
Yeah, took that bag and ran.
The bag of the Rams DST points.
The Rams DST.
It's bountiful.
All right, so James Cook, that's easy, but Ramondre and Travion Henderson on the other side. Last week you saw Ramondre with still 57% of the snaps, Hendo 31%. Hendo got the little touchdown. That was nice. Opportunity-wise, it was close. Routes-wise, Ramondre's still running more routes. Mike's shaking his head like
Vrabel.
He doesn't approve.
I do not.
They won like 400-0 last week.
Yeah, well.
They do trust Ramondre, and Ramondre brings different things to the running game, physicality-wise, pass protection-wise.
Yeah, I can agree with that. They beat up Carolina.
Honestly, I look at New England and Denver similarly, where the running backs and the confidence that the team has in J.K. Dobbins and Ramondre Stevenson, I actually see pretty similar. I don't think either guy gets phased out ever. I think you're part of the offense. There's no way you operate this New England offense, I think, with 100% Henderson, personally, just based on the size.
That's fine. We just give him half of the snaps.
Let's throw him the ball some more.
Yeah. Utilize him properly.
Stephon Diggs is playing he's got a revenge game this week. He was 6 for 101 last week. Is he playable? Question mark?
I think so. 63% of the snaps, but again, it was a massacre, 42-13. I don't. He feels like he could be a trap. He's startable in this matchup, but he would not surprise me if he's all of a sudden back. He's 4 for 42 or whatever.
Here's a little depressing reality for the Buffalo Bills wide receiver room, where Khalil Shakir had the touchdown last week. The leader in target share is Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman finished the wide receiver 79, 76, 49 the last 3 weeks.
It's back to receiver roulette.
I mean, he had one good week. And here we are. We're back. Receiver
we're being
roulette.
asked Diggs or either of the Bills wide receivers. I would go Diggs.
Yeah. Dalton Kincaid, start of the week. Hunter Henry. He is the target share leader for the Patriots. You can play Hunter Henry.
Yes, you
would
can.
you play Henry or would you play Darren Waller? I have that decision this week.
I would play Henry.
Would you?
Yeah, I know that Jason's pretty hyped for Waller, and I want to see more than 10 snaps or whatever it was. 10 routes, I don't recall. I know he had 2 touchdowns. That's awesome to see on that really limited opportunity, but needs some more play time. It's like Dalton Kincaid. Like we're at a really weird place with Dalton Kincaid of he is getting it done on a weekly basis, but he is not on the field a ton. It feels like a house of cards that could just blow over in the wind at any moment.
Okay. Any other players in this game you want to bring up?
No.
You should play Josh Allen.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, let's take a break.
No, I'm good there.
We'll talk some Monday Night Football.
This episode is brought to you by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. This season, make sure to subscribe to NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, where you will get every game, every Sunday, all in one place. NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV gives you everything you need to win Sunday. Watch up to 4 games at once with multi-view, or follow your fantasy team and watch the game on one screen. You can even catch up to live with key plays. Now, get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel at any time. Go to youtube.com/fantasyfootballers to sign up today. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games. Base plan required. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season only. Your membership for the following month can be canceled anytime before your renewal date. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Commercial use excluded. No refunds.
All right, the Kansas City Chiefs 2-2 taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have a better record at 3-1 against that calls for a
Duval.
Vegas line here. Kansas City -3.5 on the road. Over under is 46.5. So Kansas City favored here in Jacksonville. The respect is not there at home, and
you gotta earn respect. Mr. Cohen,
he tried when he tried to fight Robert Saleh.
No. That's what I'm saying. You have to earn respect. You don't get to try and aura farm and be like, I'm so cool.
Oh yeah, that voice. Somebody made me do that voice the other day.
The Liam Cohen
Yeah,
voice?
we were on the card stream with me and Nate.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know, some player question came up on Jacksonville, and they're like, do the Mike voice do the Liam Cohen voice for Mike. And I'm like, wait, is that because I think I was going Duval. And
no, it's
Duval.
Yeah, there you go. It's real nasally.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fun. All right, Jags 3-1, despite all the dysfunction, despite all the frustration with Brian Thomas Jr.'s success in fantasy, despite not utilizing Travis Hunter, despite having some injuries on the offensive side. Here we are at 3-1. I mean, is that impressive? Is this a house of cards as well, where the offense doesn't look as good as it could be?
I mean, they did beat San Francisco, a pretty
That's their only loss.
San Francisco's only
Yep.
loss. Yeah, but they did also lose to the Bengals and Jake Browning, who threw multiple interceptions that week.
That was the game the injury happened.
Yeah.
No, that game was.
They're
that
weird.
was a shock.
I don't know.
Well, they should be 4-0.
Yes.
That was my I think my almost upset was Jacksonville in that game, and they were whooping them.
But it's like Carolina, Cincinnati with half of Joe Burrow, Houston, and then San Francisco. San Francisco is a good win. That's a very good win.
The defense is why they're winning.
I don't know yet.
They're a very good defense. They're a top half defense. They're great against running backs. The Chiefs don't have any, so
That's great news. There is no temptation to play Pacheco or Kareem Hunt.
Patrick Mahomes, though, has been very, very good for fantasy. Top 10 in 3 or 4 weeks. They're favored in this game. They don't have a running game. Are you cool with Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah. Worthy looked pretty good. He looked pretty healthy, and Mahomes is Well, at least the first couple of weeks he's running more. He still had 5 and 4 attempts, at least registered. Didn't really give us any yardage. But if Mahomes is giving me a reason to play him, then I will be excited and be back in.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy is my start of the week. He was targeted on 32% of routes last week, and then I'm not really messing with pass catchers for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
you could do Kelsey because tight end is what it is, but
Thornton, it was a fun ride while it happened. Same for Hollywood Brown. It was an enjoyable couple first weeks.
Travis Etienne is a must start at this point.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the Chiefs defense 24th against running backs. That is not something that has been the case.
No, that's wild.
Historically, but here we are. And then Brian Thomas Jr., last year's catch rate on was 80%. It's 47% right now.
Brian Thomas Jr.,
on plays down the field over 10 yards.
He is the Wolverine meme, looking at a photo of Mac Jones, remembering the good times that he had.
It's wild. Yeah, Travis Hunter's not startable. He might not be rosterable.
We're very close.
But Brian Thomas, I'm going to go to the well. I'm going to go to the bat for.
I'm
going to trade for. He is a trade for candidate for me.
Yeah,
I'm going for it. It was like Ashton Genty last week. I'm going to, this dude's on pace for 130 plus targets again. It's going to happen. He hasn't scored a receiving touchdown on the year.
Do we get to a point though where the Jacksonville targets don't matter like the Cleveland targets?
Well, Trevor Lawrence targets are not all targets are equal. That's an actual reality.
Yeah.
I do, of course we pay attention to targets. When I go to the waiver wire in Dynasty League, I'm sorting by targets. But they're not all created equal, not even close. Where are they compared to the line of scrimmage? You know what I mean? It's like, how about the Jamison Williams targets? I mean, I like them.
A dot matters.
But they're down the field. So, yeah, Brian Thomas Jr., though, I still...
Still going to keep playing him?
I'm still in. I am. Come back to me next week. Ask me if that was dumb. We did have some injury updates. Bucky Irving not seen practicing on Friday. Okay, he's not going to be out there. Same with Lamar Jackson. He is not practicing. He's going to miss his first game due to injury since 2023. Jaden Blue likely to be active, and Tyrone Tracy slated to practice on Friday. So Cam Scatterboom might not be alone anymore.
I would say that puts him unlikely to play this weekend, but maybe next weekend, and then we'll have to gather more data of did they make the move to Scatterboo? Because they should.
Yeah.
Fantasy Face-Off, presented by Prize Picks.
All right. Well, last week I went 4 for 4. Jason went 4 for 4.
Yeah.
And Mike, you were a pathetic 3 for 4.
Yeah, I apologize.
Pretty terrible. 11 for 12 last week. But I guess that means you got to spin this.
Oh, man.
Wheel of Shame.
Yes. Every week we build a lineup based on projections in the Prize Pick app, and
the shame of
of
3 of 4.
Yeah, you got to be perfect. That's the message. That's
all right. Spin the wheel. I am extremely nervous about this week. We got League of Record loser Granola Man.
That says astronaut.
What?
You're an astronaut, you know? You go into outer space.
What?
Yeah.
Who approved this?
Well, I mean, what's wrong with this, Mike?
I'm talking about the graphic.
Oh.
Guys, you underestimated the size of my head.
Oh, tell me he can get his head in there, please. Oh, Mike just knocked the crap out of his... Do you have one of your ear monitors in still?
No, I have none in.
All right, nothing in.
Nothing in my ears.
Completely blind. Does that visor go up? It does. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. There we go, Mike.
Well, now I'm dead in space.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if you know how space works.
Look, you can bring the visor up while you speak, and then you go back into space.
Fine,
Mike.
I'm out of here.
All right, every week we're building a lineup based on projections and Prize Pick, picking a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end, and we've got him this week. Al Borland is going to kindly contribute Jason's picks for the week. I am going to start, Mike, with the quarterback position.
I sound like Darth Vader in here.
Yeah, and you look dumb. Baker Mayfield more than 222.5. I'm going to believe in Baker on the road against Seattle.
I've got CJ. I went all my starts of the week this week because I'm not a coward. CJ Stroud, 222.5 passing yards more.
Down goes the visor.
And Jason went with Drake May, 225.5 passing yards, and he took the more.
All right, my running back, Breece Hall, more than 67.5 rushing yards against Dallas. All right.
I'm back. Quinn Johnston, 59.5 receiving yards more.
And the visor's back down.
Wait, did you go running back, Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear.
Mike can't hear, so
Okay.
so he.
What do we want here for Jason's pick?
We want running back, and Mike.
You want my running back?
Yeah.
I'm back. Alvin, I just saw Andy's eyes said I need to start talking. so I started talking.
That's okay. You can.
Alvin Kamara, 56.5 rushing yards more.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and give both. Give his running back and wide receiver, and then I'll give my wide out.
All right, Jason's running back is Javonte Williams, more than 69.5 rushing yards.
Ooh.
Nice.
And his wide receiver is Darius Slayton, more than 3.5 receptions.
All right, my wide out was Jacoby Myers. This is my Green Goblin, more than 3.5 receptions. On the Prize Picks platform. That's a tough one. We've agreed that in our rundown, in our lineup, we each can have one of the Green Goblins. That is a little bit of an advantaged projection. So which one, have we gotten to that one for Jason yet?
We have not.
Okay,
It's
and
his
Mike,
tight
have
end.
we gotten to that for you
No,
yet?
no. My Green Goblin
Yeah.
is my tight end start of the week. It is Jake Ferguson, a.k.a. Fergalicious, a.k.a. Ferg Daddy. 4.5 receptions. Easy. More.
All right, my tight end, Theo Johnson. I'm going, this is one of the fun projections. 15.5 is the projection for his longest reception. I'm taking less.
Okay.
So Theo can't catch a pass more than 15.5 yards.
All right, and Jason's tight end is his Green Goblin. He went with Darren Waller, more than 1.5 receptions.
Okay, that seems pretty.
That seems doable.
That seems doable. All right, that was Fantasy Faceoff presented by Prize Picks. Check out max discounts on the app now. Use the code FOOTBALLERS and get $50 in lineups when you play $5. And that is one small step for Mike, and one giant leap for that helmet.
This thing is
that
cramped.
Yeah, well, your head is not a normal head.
It's a jumbo.
It's probably never coming off. All right. Enjoy.
I didn't think of that till just now.
That's going to hurt.
I got a hacksaw.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'll help you out. All right, we're wrapping it for today. Join me on Sunday morning. I'll be covering Sunday Live this week. I think Al Borland will be there with me.
I'll be here.
And we've got an exciting Sunday Live for you. Don't forget to set your lineups for those early games over there in England. I'm just staring at this iridescent. Say hello, Mike.
It's real foggy in here, too.
Yeah, no, that's good. We got you hooked up. All right, that'll
Thank
do
you.
it. Hitting this button. We are done. Sunday Live on Sunday, and then Studs and Duds and Waivers Monday and Tuesday next week. Thank you for listening. Support the show. Head to jointhefoot.com, become a Footclan member.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.